is it empty?
The thing is, it was always empty. There is no method, way, life hack, or any other way to crack this course. I personally experienced myself in the beginning that I was a bad writer, and under pressure and deadline I am actually a good one, a pretty good one. This course showed me 3 magical tools that made me a complete control demon. Now, as I know how to persuade someone less in a minute. Logos, pathos, ethos helped me to write my essay number 1 and get 99%. And I hope they will serve me well during my process of writing essay number 2. I want personally to thank Mr. Carlos and everyone in the class that made me laugh and hate our discussions and see that writing process can be easy and pleasant if you plan it ahead.
Hold it! From the moment I walked into Professor Carlos' classroom, I knew I was in for something special. His passion for teaching and his deep knowledge of rhetoric and composition were evident from the very first class. As the course progressed, I found myself in the difficult position where I didn't know how to write properly rhetorical and critical response assignments. But after Carlos noticing comments and class activities, I started to think and write as a writer. I'm proud to say that my experience in Carlos' rhetorical and composition course was not only intriguing, but also highly productive. I developed high critical thinking skills and refined my writing abilities and gained a deeper understanding of the power of rhetoric and communication. I'm grateful for the knowledge and skills I have gained, and I know that they will serve me well in the future as academic and professional endeavor.
As Adichie said in her talk, when she read American Psycho, she never thought of every American man to be a Patrick Bateman. My topic for essay number 1 was stereotypes and their consequences. Personally, I argue that stereotypes are bad and have bad consequences like racism, xenophobia, and general discrimination can lead to inter-conflicts between minority groups and communities. For me, the hardest part was the narrow usage of sources provided and the necessity to incorporate them in my essay. However, it was much more interesting to read articles and research papers regarding the topic and to educate myself in the process. I was very empowered by my essay 1 as I felt that my words have meaning and can influence someone's personal view on the problem. I expected essay number 1 to be the hardest part of my journey, but the previous task prepared me well enough to achieve a high grade.
I hate you. I think it's gonna matter. I want to share with you my journey of writing essay number 1, which dives into the topic of stereotypes in modern society. As I embarked on the writing process, I faced multiple challenges, but with determination and perseverance, I emerged with valuable experience. First and foremost, the initial hurdle I encountered was the search for reliable sources. I scrolled through our Moodle page. There I found Lee Jusim and Adichie's powerful TED Talk. This process taught me the importance of meticulous research and discerning credible sources to support my arguments. Furthermore, crafting compelling arguments and gathering sufficient evidence proved to be another obstacle. I had to critically analyze different viewpoints, synthesize information from multiple sources, and construct a coherent and persuasive narrative. This required me to hone my critical thinking skills and develop my ability to evaluate evidence.
What's going on? What's happened?
What's happened? I should ask this question. What happened?
Have you heard about the woman who was rescued yesterday out of cave, being there for 567 days. It was a social experiment and she was aware of that, but still she is stuck in November 21st, 2021. She doesn't know anything about war or what's going on in the world. For some of you it may sound ridiculous, stupid or scary, but over a million young adults and adolescents these days live like this, socially withdrawn. They're called hikikomori, and this is my topic for essay number 2. I'm planning to use my sources as evidence that society as a whole, in form of lack of social belonging, a lack of social acceptance, bullying, etc., are the main reason for people to choose to stay in their homes and live this abundant life. I have enough resources and research papers where they study different groups in Japan and France. So, they also studied reasons, consequences, and why everyone is in danger of being hikikomori. So, think about it yourself. Could you stay in your room without any social interactions for more than 6 months? Don't kill babies! They belong to God, not to you! Don't kill them!
My essay number 2 is about ethical use of embryonic stem cells. I choose the topic because in the future I want to be a researcher that will discover a possible cure for incurable diseases like cancer. I found multiple sources that prove that it is allowed to use embryonic stem cells for a medicine, for research of stem cells. But there is article that tells there's some accidents of unethical use of embryonic stem cells that lead to the death of multiple patients. So, yeah, but the rebuttal is that yes, there's multiple accidents, but it is nothing compared with the benefits that our embryonic stem cells bring. So, yeah.
Thank you everyone for participation in our Stahir's rhetoric class oral presentation. Bye! And thank you Mr. Carlos for allowing us to do that.